Recently I saw a video. Well, a video title. Probably should have actually watched the video. The title was something along the lines of asking whether INFJs are slow in life. That got me thinking. If we tackle it from the opposite angle first, what makes someone fast? I would say their ability to be action-oriented, decisive, and change rapidly. Anyone who knows the cognitive functions of the INFJ type will realize right away why those things can be difficult for them. But I want to talk about the general way they are in life. The wild world of introverted intuition. It is a strange beast, that one. It is at once kind of like a cosmic sixth sense, allowing them to pluck insights from the ether, and something that causes them to stub their toe 5 times in a day because they're in their heads. So kind of a mixed bag. I've described NI and INFJs before as abstracting, i.e. making things abstract. So they are starting with reality, but going somewhere else with it. Think of a person. Think of a person you like. It's me, isn't it? Do they look like a stick figure? Well, in my case, maybe, but generally not. A stick figure is like a summation, an abstract representation of a human. It doesn't resemble any specific human, but it captures their essence. INFJs often think in this way, in this abstracting way. Another example would be personality types themselves. A stick figure is to a human body what a personality type is to human psychology. It's an unusual and abstract way of capturing it. Does anyone look like an INFJ or INTP or ENTP 100% of the time? No, they don't. In fact, people often float around the spectrum, and even over the course of a day, will resemble many types. But if we were to draw a line of best fit through a person's psychology, cognition, way they see the world, way they approach the world, and their behavior, in general, on average, or in the aggregate, they can fit into one type. This ability to classify people with archetypes lines up really naturally with the way that INFJs think to begin with, which is probably why INFJs are so attracted to this field in general. It is somewhat built in their image, or built to their preferences. This process of abstracting is slow. You have to go from the specifics, the data, the tangible, then after that process of percolation and pattern recognition, you form the abstract concepts, the ideas, the broad generalizations or underlying ideas, but then you have to do something with it. You have to get from the abstract back to reality. Back to something useful, something practical, something actionable. If you've just witnessed a crime and the police are asking you what the person looked like, giving a stick figure description won't be useful. Similarly, knowing that there are these ways to classify people with archetypes is very interesting and fun, but there is still that next step. Now that I can spot this person as a type, what do I do with it? Even if you spend that time analyzing and dissecting the type to really deeply get them and know how to interact with them, you still have to actually interact with them. You have to take action. That is one reason why I think that INFJs have a somewhat slow approach to life. Their way of working simply takes time. It's very weird. People problems. INFJs are brilliant with people in many ways. There is only one area that might be a bit tricky. That is, their typically agreeable nature. Or rather, that being disagreeable is something that they have to learn. Being disagreeable involves asserting a boundary or disagreement from a place of being settled and calm, not letting your emotions boil up, then spill over. That is something that INFJs definitely have to get to grips with. Does that slow them down in life? Not really, in my view. It could be that they take longer to end negative relationships, which is definitely something that slows people down in life, but I think that is also something they will learn to do better as they mature. On the flip side, these people skills can definitely accelerate them in many environments. It could be avoiding conflict, charming people, or ascending through hierarchies with greater speed. So this side of the INFJ type doesn't really affect their speed in life. Action at the bottom. A personality type is like a set of priorities. In this way, the order in which a type does things is as important as how good they are at each thing. For the INFJ, taking action is at the bottom of the list, or stack, since they have SE as their inferior function. Of course, in life, we are kind of dragged along by events and have to be certain places at certain times, so everyone has to take action. But if INFJs had their own way, action would be the last thing to happen. After all, you can't exist in that NI space, that abstract realm, without paying some kind of price for it. Rapid organization. Imagine the following scenario. You have a long list of tasks to do. But you won't be able to get them done if you don't do them in the right, i.e. the most efficient, order. You have to figure out what that order will be. Then, out of the blue, another bunch of things pop up and you have to rapidly reorganize. INFJs will struggle immensely with this, whereas a type like an ENTJ or ESTJ would handle that brilliantly and easily. Yet INFJs are a J type, which usually implies that they are organized. Well, it's complicated. INFJs are structured, but not organized in the usual way. The best way I can convey it is that they prefer not to organize in a time-bound way. So an INFJ might make a to-do list, but they won't really prioritize it or be ultra strict about the timing of things. However, the INFJ type will view plans, projects, and tasks in a holistically strategic way. There will be an interconnected nature to the way they go about things, which leads me to my final point. INFJs go slow, but they make their moves count. Because they spend so much time analyzing, assessing, and conceptualizing, when they do take action, the effect of that action is multiplied in terms of its effectiveness. They will try to strike at the heart of things, and therefore see more value in investing their time and effort into figuring out what the heart of things actually is. If you do that, the action part is kind of easy. So INFJs are the masters of moving slow in life. If you're an INFJ and you have not subscribed, now is the time to take action. I know you've been thinking and percolating and strategizing, but the time has come.